MR in the top lane. Gets off the Dragon Tail on Kuro. Looks like he's warmed up to me. He's chasing off a Dragon Knight. That's a Dragon Knight from the anime. Could have blind chosen any other hero. Probably would have been more interesting, honestly. But again, another time, another discussion. Is Misha bot lane? That's going to be first blood going the way of GH. But he actually is losing the XP department by a half level right now.
He cleared more small creeps. That's the main thing. He killed the small camp.
Well, he's going to jump in. Inkswell is there. This is a more common combo here, and Miracle looks to be taking a tumble, but Kuroki TP's just a little bit too late, gets the Nightmare off, but it's not really going to do too much, so Miracle will fall in the mid lane.
Oh my god, that was so unfortunate. Okay, I'll talk about that after he tried to kill Taiga. Got chased after him.
Have to get the swarm off, so GH has made his transition over as well. Looks like he'll probably find the kill, although Stroke of Fate is available to get some residual damage in BZM.
At some time, I think Dragon Knight is now going to be happy being left alone as well, because he has 3 points in Dragon's Blood, 0 point Breathe Fire. Very defensive build.
At bottom lane, we have the charge into the swarm, and Misha is going to get some TP support from Taiga. Gets off the Inkswell, but not before he ends up dying on the Io. They're going to try to turn this around to position 3 Spirit Breaker for mind control. Phantom's Embrace to prevent any potential charge out, but do they have the damage? He is so fast with these phase boots, and Taiga ends up getting the kill.
A good item. You can keep it to tier 3 sometimes, just because of how value it is on Storm.
I don't even remember if they even nerfed this. As there's the Inkswell again. Electric Vortex going to set it up. Kuroki silenced, and OG are just abusing this combo left, right, and center. You can see Taiga is just everywhere with this Inkswell, and they've just so much set up to make sure that they can get some kills on a consistent basis here. Have tied it up 4-4.
Meanwhile, Dragon Knight gets bodied down bit by bit by the ulti of Spirit Breaker, and
getting some good value there. He's 1200 into his Blink Dagger. As there we see Inkswell combo again. Usually results in a death of a support, and this time it's Kuroki.
And they're chasing for
continue on now. Yeah, boat comes out. ILTW gets nice damage buff. It's actually going to connect on MR. Mind Control comes in though, TP's beautifully into the charge. They're going to find an easy kill turnaround onto the Io, and that's going to provide a lot of opportunity for them to continue here. But they're nice Soulbind. He just hits level 6 here, and they're going to turn this around. Double kill for BZM, and ILTW looks to be next on the list. Make it a triple, and BZM's Orchid is done at base.
The action happened to be around Dragon Knight last time, but he didn't have to go anywhere.
Yep, that is true. Oh, they're not going to Inkswell this time because they know they don't need it. It's an Orchid.
He already put the shard in the quick buy. That strong dispel is great, and a little bit of healing as well.
Yeah, that's one of my favorite shards in the game for sure. Kuroki gets off the Nightmare, but you see the blink reveal from MR, and Inkswell's going to connect on 2, but a nice Stone Gaze. That's going to keep Storm in place. BZM not able to be healed enough from Misha, so that is a huge kill for NIGMA. Soulbind onto 2. But this is more of a retreat for OG as Yuragi's stuck in a really bad spot. But there comes MR, pops that dragon form with another Inkswell to follow. They're going to be able to kill Miracle. Very nicely done. And ILTW looks to be walking away just fine, though. Mind Control, on the other hand, though, completely surrounded. This was such a back-and-forth fight, but it looks like OG still come out on top.
Oh, no, the X-Mark. Oh, yes,
yeah, he X-Marks, but he gets the BKB and will walk away regardless. And Kuros still has Fiend's Grip, so they could potentially turn this around again. But Tier 1 tower is already down.
If that indeed was a prediction by Iltivid, then that was crazy. Or LTW.
There is nothing worse than initiating when you know they don't see you and then getting stunned by some AoE. Happens to me all the time. As Kuro, he's going to likely drop to the Soul Burn here, but the Torrent? All right, BZM is basically out of mana. Spirit Vessel is there as well, but there's the save. Nicely done from Misha. Will likely cost him his life, but a second death for Storm would have hurt a lot here.
They might want to fight this.
Yeah, they're actually coming in. Taiga's in the vicinity. Storm comes in as well. GH not going to be able to be revealed here. But ILTW was not expecting this transition over. So that's going to be an easy kill going the way of OG. Make it 2. And Miracle forced to use Stone Gaze to retreat. But they're just going to reinitiate in. BZM with very little mana. But Yuragi is here with that newly picked up Desolator. Amar jumps in as well with the Dragon Tail. Miracle still has a decent amount of mana. Now look at this damage being done to BZM. The other strike being faked out, Yuragi. Oh, it's going to be applied to BZM instead. Still being saved by Misha here as Mind Control continuing to get right-click into Oblivion. Yuragi gets credit for that kill. So Miracle at the very least lives, but they've lost basically everybody in this engagement. Does NIGMA.
Wow.
I don't know if they're going to get here in time.
Yeah,
NIGMA, they have an idea that this is happening. Swarm comes out, but Roshan is going to be mega dead before then. Yuragi looks to be taking everything for himself here.
And no way NIGMA could really contest it. This is the downside of running a mid-hero like Medusa. She is a lot slower. You get in backseat, sort of.
Yep, Taiga might get caught out here. Has the Ink Swell on MR, but the Nightmare is going to keep him in place. And Misha looking to be trying to save Taiga, but they're going to try to focus on Misha instead. Mind Control with another strike, and the rest of NIGMA are in the vicinity. But the jump in from the Storm, the Soulbind as well, the double Electric Vortex. On the run they go, but Kuroki buys back into the game. You can see another wasted Stone Gaze from Miracle. And you can see Mind Control just stuck on the other side of the river. So OG again getting the better of this fight. A lot of people are not picking this up as often. What do you think, being a TA expert yourself?
I think this is a great game.
You have to hold that thought, Wog, as ILTW gets jumped. Pops the BKB. Okay, you can speak about TA again, as Misha will die.
Yeah, he dies, but they keep chasing, dude. They want more.
Yep. Amar is in the vicinity as well, so they're going to get the support kill at minimum.
Yeah, he's definitely going to go for that.
Now. Yeah, has the Hyper Sun. There's the initiation from BZM. Phantom's Embrace has the BKB, so they're trying to reset here. And there's the Stone Gaze, but the Soulbind, I should say, keeps them at bay. So they do find Taiga at minimum here, but the jump in now from BZM. He's expended most of his mana, trying to bait things out, but the Nether Strike with the Spirit Vessel applied. BZM has to be a little bit careful here. Yuragi, though, nope. The boat's actually going to finish off BZM, so Misha not able to save him this time around, as Amara and OG probably want to get out, I would think, as Yuragi still has the Aegis, though. So Mind Control gets up one more charge for the road. Looks like he's going to get out just fine, though, as Miracle creating some cover for him. But it looks like GH will not be so lucky. The best regen carrier as well. ILTW, he's going to get initiated on. MR jumps in, but the Nightmare with the potential save. Miracle's in the vicinity with the Stone Gate still available. And OG resetting again, but the X into the Torrent. BZM.
Oh, grip.
Oh, he's going to get gripped. Misha is. So the save they were expecting is finally going to get punished. But reinitiation, Amar jumps in again with a buyback onto the IO as well. Boat coming out, Soulbind onto 2. Can they combo this up? Nightmare saving Miracle for a little bit. BZM has to reset again. Very little mana to speak of. Nether Strike is going to try to take down BZM, but he's going to try to focus down Mind Control Intel. He's creating so much havoc on the backline, but Weaver is dead, and Mind Control, again, left to his own devices. It feels like he is so deep in these fights, and the rest of his team not even remotely close. Double kill for MR, 3 dead for NIGMA, and it costs 1 buyback on the Misha for OG. The question is, can they save the racks? I think they can. Aegis is gone. The tower is down. They don't have Stone Gates for another 30. ILTW no boat for 15, so maybe the melee racks will go down here. As BZM. Yeah, OG want to reset. They're not going to commit for the melee racks. Doing a ward impression for himself, was standing in the pit for quite a while.
Yep. When there's a trap anyway.
ILTW. He has finished the assault, so we'll see how much difference is it going to make. Inkswell with the initiation from Storm Spirit. They're stun locking to a high degree. Nightmare saved for a little bit. Pops the BKB, but it looks like Yuragi is going to finish him off along with Kuroki. And that is rough stuff. Using the BKB charge as well. As Mind Control able to charge out, but we'll see if Miracle can get out or not. Amar jumps in again with that Blink Dagger. Has the Dragon Form activated. You can see Bane, Kuroki buys back into the game, but there's no way you're saving Miracle in this spot.
Yeah, they can
Dragon
just keep
actually
chasing.
connects on Kuroki, so this is going to be a dieback for him as well. And NIGMA just falling apart at the seams.
But instead they're realizing Roshan is up. Oh, NIGMA coming to a dangerous high ground.
Yep. This could be the final stand for NIGMA in this game. A beautiful Soulbind onto 2 with the Inkswell to follow. Stone Gaze was already popped, and looks like Kuroki's being focused on the backside. He is taken out, 35 seconds on the deck, no buyback to work with. Nice boat coming in. Save from Io, keeping Yuragi safe, and he's just going to pound on everybody. As looks like NIGMA, as I choke on myself, Waga, are trying to retreat, but are forced to fight close to their own base. ILTW's down, and it looks like NIGMA are going to lose this best of 1 to OG, as Miracle left all alone here, has to stand his ground, but not much he can do with this.
Medusa gonna go down, no way to really stay alive. They have so much sustained chase on OG. Like, you have this tanky Dragonite just running after you, the TA Aghanims to jump after. Of course, Wisp healing up whoever is a little bit too low.
I mean, between Misha and Taiga, they have been the MVP. I know that a lot of kills have gone to TA, and I shouldn't say there's been an MVP. Every player's had their time to shine, but the support play at the beginning of the game, massive mistakes.
Yeah.
Well, Yuragi has the BKB pocketed right now, has the MKB in his inventory, as we can see. Looks like the old Spirit Breaker is going to drop to the deck. Still has buyback from Mind Control. But OG are just constricting the map, and the lead is just growing even more. 27K network lead. I was not expecting... Like, you gave OG the advantage, but I was not expecting something like this. We're going to see the jump in from Amar. All right. Got the Soulbind into 2. They're just going to trade it for the Stone Gaze. That seems to be what they've been doing all game. But Mind Control does take out Taiga with no buyback. So this turns into a 4v5 situation because of the buyback on Mind Control. The zip in, BZM, focusing on several heroes.
Yeah,
perhaps a BKB of sorts. All right. Potential save now from Misha. Yuragi getting really low. He Aegis, of course. They're going to get Kuroki yet again. Boat coming in with that buff. Delicious, delicious rum for OG. That's a beautiful stun. That's an Aghanim Scepter picked up by BZM. And ILTW is going to get dropped to the deck. Mind Control and Miracle look to be next on the list. And NIGMA Galaxy are going to lose this game with a 30K net worth deficit.